Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there today. Deneen Merriweather up in here. It's Monday. And y'all know what happens on Monday. Yes. Are you sure you know what happens on Monday? Because I'm clear what happens on Monday. Hey, I'm live at 5. 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 Come on inside of the room. Yes, we are in StreamYard. I'm broadcasting live at 5, and I broadcast live at 5 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So go ahead and share this video. If you're out there, you're listening, you're tuning in, share this video. It's all about stop telling stories. Yep, that's what I mean. That's what I said. And we're going to get into it. And you always know that it's always a little different from what you may be thinking the conversation is going to be about. Hey, sissy. So happy that you up in here. Thank you for the red dress. And also thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so listen, stop telling stories. Exactly. My name is Deneen Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. It is the number one training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. And you could do this by building your courage, confidence, and competence so you can accept, believe, and commit to what it is that God has told you to do and called you to do. So listen, I am here in this space because I need you to stop telling stories. Now, I wish my girl Tam was up in here because we was having a very great conversation about this weekend when I was in North Carolina. And thank you to all the people who showed me all the love during my visit. And if you missed me, I'm sorry. I'll be back. I promise I'll be back. And I'll definitely let you know when I'm coming. But all you got to do is stay locked in on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 5 o'clock. And then you'll know when I'm in your city. Okay. So listen, let's talk about stop telling stories. Go ahead and put that in the chat. Stop telling stories. Stop telling stories. Stop telling stories. So let me tell you this story. So I was having a conversation with my girl Timu down in North Carolina. She's definitely one of my close friends, and she's always looking out. She's always supportive. She's always there, making sure that we're well taken care of when we're in town, making sure that she see us and our girls see each other and all the things. So we were talking about growing up and how growing up it was so much more difficult for us than probably we believe our kids have now, right? They have so much flexibility. They have so many things that we didn't have access to. Like they are just so blessed beyond blessed. Put it in the chat. If you are blessed beyond blessed, put it in the chat. I'm blessed beyond blessed. Okay. And I want people to just get that, like totally understand that right now we have so many opportunities, things at our fingertips that we never had before, from access to information, from technology. I mean, God has truly allowed earth and things on earth to evolve in a way that we are blessed beyond blessed. But here's what we was talking about when we said life was a little harder for us than it was, than it is for even our children, right? Like just being able to express yourself or to say things to your parents that of course we didn't get a chance to say, right? We were sitting in the bathroom. I was changing clothes, headed to come back here to Virginia, and I was talking about how one time I got a spanking by my dad because I didn't get him a tall enough glass of water. Now, I want y'all to know that that's my story. Now, that's not what happened, but that's my story. See, let me tell you what happened. What happened was is that I brought my dad a glass of water, and when I brought my dad a glass of water, he was like, "That glass of water is too small. Go back and get me a larger glass." Now, what I had did was I went back in the kitchen in my apartment in Jersey City, apartment number 570 Summit Avenue, and I put my head down and started crying on the table. And a couple of minutes later, there was a belt coming across my back. Now, see, that's when I got, oh, okay, he not playing. He really wanted me to bring him back another glass of water, but in a bigger glass. Now, granted, yeah, my feelings was hurt, but me telling the story, I said I got a spanking for not bringing my dad a big enough glass of water. Now, is that really why I got the spanking? That's not why I got the spanking. You know why I got the spanking? Because my daddy told me to do something and I ain't do it. See, that was the part that I was missing. I wasn't connecting the dot. And so because of the training that Tamu and I have, right, through Landmark, she totally got Deneen, no, you just telling stories. Stop, put it in the chat. Stop telling stories. Put it in the chat. Stop telling stories. Because you see, my story was I got a spanking over a glass of water. Now, if my father was telling the story, he would say, "Oh, I spanked Deneen because Deneen didn't tell me do what I told her to do? Do you get that there's two different things going on here? So here are three things that I want you to get. Number one, I want you to stop telling stories. That's the topic. I'm gonna give you three things and three reasons why you need to stop telling stories. Number one, facts over fiction. Put that in the chat. Facts over fiction. Put it in the chat. Facts over fiction. So when you hear this story, the facts was my daddy asked me to bring him some water. When I brought him the water was in a smaller cup than he was expecting. The facts was that he asked me to then go back and get me a larger glass of water. And the other facts was I disobeyed and did not bring back no water. Okay, y'all got all of the facts? That's the facts. The fiction of the story is I got a spanking because I didn't bring my dad back a tall glass of water. Now that's fiction, because we really know that ain't why I got the spanking. I got the spanking because I disobeyed what he told me to do. See, facts over fiction. Now, when I told the story, and I tell the story that, sometimes my parents was on a different level crazy, it was because I can't believe I got a spanking over a glass of water. But that's not the reason why I got the spanking. Y'all get that? Facts over fiction. And I don't know what stories that you're telling in your life where you're collapsing the facts over the stories that you made up. Facts over fiction. I don't know where yours is, but that's where one of mine lie. And I got a whole bunch of them where I be telling a whole bunch of stories about stuff and not separating the facts from the fiction. So I'm guilty of it myself, because I was having a conversation and I had my facts collapse with my story, my fiction. And they all was blending in it together, and it felt like it was true. I felt like it was something believable. I even believed it for a really long time until we broke it down inside that bathroom. Okay, number two, responsibility and ownership. Now, the responsibility that I needed to take within that situation was that, Dean, you did not do what your father told you to do. Now, you can sit here and act like he the mean goblin and he the bad bear and the boogeyman, but that's not what happened. You got to take responsibility that you were asked to do something and you decided for whatever reason that you wasn't going to do it. Now, when I tell the story, it's because my feelings were hurt, and they really were hurt, right? But even though I still had to take responsibility that I decided I wasn't going to get no water at all. Like, oh, if he's not going to take this water right here, it ain't going to be no water because I'm not going back. Right? And that was my responsibility. I had to take responsibility, and I also had to take ownership of what happened to me after I decided that I was not going to get the water, which was I got a whooping. Do you understand that? And there's some things that we're doing in life where we're making decisions, and we're not making choices. We're making decisions about things based on what we think, based on what other people may say, based on people pleasing, based on all these different reasons and considerations. And then when things don't go according to plan, we get mad about it. But it's like, no, Janine, you got to take responsibility that you decided that you wasn't going back and get no water, that he was just not going to have nothing at all. If he didn't take a small cup, he wasn't getting no more cups, not by your hands. And the ownership is, and I'll take everything that comes with the consequence of making my decision, which was I got a spanking. Do you understand that? I got it. I got it now. I got it then because I felt it, and I got it now because I'm breaking it down. All right. And then number three, here it is. The coup de God, the mic drop. Stop playing the blame game. Put that in the chat. Stop playing the blame game. Because again, I easily would blame my dad as being the boogeyman, the bad person for giving me the spanking. But when in actuality, I need to take, again, responsibility and ownership and not blame him for what happened, but be okay with what happened and stand in my truth that my feelings was hurt and I wasn't getting no more water. Because I want you to get now, I still didn't get him no more water. Now I got the spanking and I didn't get him no more water. That was it. By the time he got in the kitchen, after he finished spanking me, he could get his own water. You do get that, right? So that was over. I was done. I mean, I held true to what I was trying to do. But again, I wasn't doing it even to be disobedient. In my mind, my feelings was just hurt and I didn't do it. But that's what caused the spanking that I got. Do y'all get it? So stop playing the blame game. Stop trying to make these people in your life mean and reckless and horrible people, when in actuality, what happened is what happened. But the story that you made about what happened is a totally different thing. So listen, if you are interested in having conversations like that, just breaking down some of these stories and these things that you got going on, and I know you're probably thinking of something right now like, well, that ain't my story. You know, what really happened to me was when I was younger is really what happened to me. I mean, they were mean to me. They did treat me bad. They did do this. They did do this. Yeah, my parents said this. My parents said that. Look, I'm telling you, all you need to do is be in a conversation with me, and I promise we could break down from your story about what happened and then the facts about actually what happened. So again, number one is facts over fiction. Number two is responsibility and ownership. And number three is stop playing the blame game. So I want to invite you. I'm having an introduction to the Landmark Forum tomorrow night where these types of conversations happen. But tomorrow night, it will definitely be about you and your life and what's important to you. So you get to select an area of life that you want to go to work on, whether it's your career, whether it's relationships, whether it's your finances, whether it's home and environment, like whatever. And it's free. It don't cost you a thing. Now you will have an opportunity to register into the Landmark Forum, but tomorrow night is free. We're just going to go to work and we're going to get to the bottom or get some things distinguished for you in these different areas that's not working for you and help you see where your blind spots are and why you're not able to take actions and move forward in the things that you keep saying that's important to you, but you just can't make headway. So if you are interested in coming to that free event on tomorrow night, it is from 7 to 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, tomorrow and also Thursday. So if you want to come on Tuesday, say Tuesday. And if you want to come on Thursday, say Thursday. Same time, 7 to 10. We're going to work through these areas of life that's not working for you or working the way that you want them to, and you're going to get a breakthrough. So that's my promise to you. You'll get a breakthrough. You'll see what's missing. You'll see how to put things that's in your from your past, that's in your future. We're going to do all that nice work on tomorrow. So if you want to come, put it in the chat. Tuesday, Thursday, I'll send you the link. 7 o'clock p.m., 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Would love to be in conversation with you. Help you stop telling stories. Put it in the chat. Stop telling stories. It's not helping you. It's hurting you. So stop telling stories. Go ahead and figure out what's the truth, what's the fiction. What do I have responsibility for and ownership of? And then stop playing the blame game. And you're going to be way better off than you are right now. Always looking forward to serving you. I love you. I'll see you on Wednesday live at 5. Come make sure you join me. Share this video. If you are inside of the private group, again, if you want to come tomorrow night, free session. The introduction to the Landmark Forum starts at 7 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. And just put Tuesday if you want to come to Tuesday night, Thursday if you want to come to Thursday night. And I'm just going to send you the Zoom link so you can join us. All right. I'll always look forward to serving you. I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live